can record this. Here it is.
This call will be recorded.
Always recording them, Layla. What if I don't want to be recorded?
what you mean?
Ask me?
What you mean? I'm always recording you.
Every time you interview me, you record me.
Well, I have to show proof.
I'm ready.
Okay, let me go to the questions. Okay, first, say your name.
My whole name?
Yeah, there's like your, who you are to me.
Brenda Lindsay. I am your grandmother.
And when were you born?
I was born in Los Angeles, California.
And when?
1960, September 1960.
Okay. And the 4 topics we're going to be covering today, I'm asking you 5 questions for each topic. And the 4 topics we're going to be talking about are political views, racial and ethnic diversity, social views, and education. So we're going to start off with political views. And the first question is, what's the biggest problem facing our country right now? And what's one thing you do to fix it?
Confusion is the biggest problem we have.
Okay. And what's one thing you think you'd be able to do to fix that?
I probably would try to educate the people that don't understand politics.
Mm-hmm. So by confusion, you mean people who aren't well educated on politics?
Yeah, so I would try to push for schools to teach, from elementary school to high school, mandatory to teach the law.
Okay. Second question. How should the government balance personal freedom with keeping everyone safe?
Personal freedom with keeping everybody safe. These are hard questions. I would say, go back to the way things were.
Like more traditional ways?
Nah, I'll take that back. Don't go back to the way things were. So, I think they need to rearrange the amendments. They need to redo the amendments and redo the qualifications for presidency.
Okay. What role should the United States play in world affairs, like politics, monies, culture, problems?
I think that they should help countries like in the third world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they should let more people inside in the United Nations and support them.
Okay. Fourth question. If you could change one thing about our political system, what would it be and why?
About our political system. That was a hard one too, shoot. Okay. What would I change? I would change the politicians using social media as a platform.
You said politicians using social media as a platform?
Yeah, I would stop that.
Okay, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because when you use social media as a platform, you can say anything and take it away. And if you get out there and do old school, we have rallies and stuff, and it's there, it's out there.
Okay.
Social media is just a tool to hurt people's feelings most of the time.
And the last one for this topic would be, do you think money has too much influence in politics?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because if they get into politics, then it becomes easy money. Unless somebody rat them out, they can, they'll come out of politics having a job with a big company and because they have connections in the government.
Okay. Now for racial and ethnic diversity, what's the best way to make sure everyone has equal opportunities no matter what their race or ethnicity is?
I would say right now the best way would be to set up a, what do you call it? I want to say. It should go back to where it was before, where people can get into school because they have low income or they don't have all the money that, that rich people have to just go to school and educate themselves.
Okay. How important is it to understand and respect different cultures?
Well, it's totally important
Why?
because if you're working on a job, you have to know how to treat people in public. You need to know, respect their culture.
Yeah. What can schools and communities do to be more inclusive?
They can always, I would say, have classes that teach about the internet, right and wrong of things. Or, after school programs where the community can come in and talk to the kids.
What should people do if they see or experience any racial or ethnic discrimination?
This day and time, just walk away.
Walk away from the situation?
Walk away from the situation because I feel like, it's not my place to educate you right now. You're not going to hear me because you're too upset.
And how can we make sure that different voices are heard when decisions are being made?
That one, I don't know.
You don't have any set idea or opinions on it?
I do not because it's kind of hard when it's like that's an open-end question.
Oh.
Because it's kind of hard because even if you want to be heard, someone can talk louder than you and stop you from being heard. So.
Okay. For social views, how does social media affect our opinions and discussions?
Social media seem to be the basis of the beginning of any conversation. I'm noticing it a lot. It's somebody else's thought that we start our conversation around majority of the time. And then sometimes we don't get the real facts. A lot of times we don't get the real facts.
Okay. What's the best way to deal with poverty and inequality?
The best way to deal with poverty is to I would say to help your neighbor, not only by giving them something, but by teaching them something.
Okay.
You can take care of yourself.
No.
What was the other one? Poverty and what else?
Inequality.
Inequality. Do the same. Just educate people and let them express what they feel. Try to find out why they're feeling the way they feel and educate them the best you can.
Okay. How important is personal privacy compared to using technology for surveillance?
How important is personal privacy for what?
How important is personal privacy compared to using technology for surveillance? Like security cameras in public places and stuff like that. Do you value personal privacy more, or do you think the technology used for surveillance is just as important?
I think like in public, it's a good thing. I have no problem with that. So I think it's very important.
Yeah. Okay. How can we make sure everyone can afford healthcare?
Mm. You can vote in the people who wants everyone to have health care. If the House and the Senate, make sure they're all for health care. And the president.
Yeah. How important is it for people to get involved in their communities?
All depends on the community, but it's very important. Uh, I say it's very important to have after school programs or what do you call it? When you clean up the neighborhood, what do you call that?
Maintenance, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's important.
Okay. And for the last one, education. First one is, what changes would you make to schools in order to help students succeed in the future?
Reduce the class size and pay the teachers a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
So have like bonuses for the teachers who students do good, and not just one, but several.
Um, what role should standardized tests have in schools?
I guess it's supposed to show where the standardized test. I remember they're supposed to show where the kids are lacking and need more help. But it plays somewhat of a role. I don't know how big though.
How can we make sure all students get a good education no matter where they live?
No matter where they live. Homeschooling. I'm pretty sure you guys can teach yourselves now. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I really wanted to.
Yep.
Um, fourth one. Do you think? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
No. Hold on. Do you think? Do you think vocational training is valuable? And vocational training is basically more hands-on education.
I
That,
think
huh?
it's valuable.
You think is very valuable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why?
Because I'm a hands-on vocational person.
Okay. Last one. How can we use technology to improve education?
I have no idea for that one.
You don't think technology can be used to improve education, or like do you believe technology education would be better without the use of technology?
I think technology is good, but I don't think it should be the whole part of your education.
Mm,
You pretty much need to interact with people, talk with people, you know, think for yourself outside the box.
okay.
But it should be limited. I think every kid should know how to um, use the technology around them, but I don't think that this should be their whole learning system.
I agree.
Yeah,
Okay, that
you guys agree.
I do.
Mm.
I think that's it. That's all the questions that we have today. I thank you for allowing me to interview you on all of your ideologies on the world. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. You're welcome.
How do I end this?
This call is no longer being recorded.
Did it save? Oh, it
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Well, I hope you get an A. Let me know how it turned out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.